Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson, but I'm gonna get into these J people. This is other video. I'm gonna do this in my next lesson. I'm gonna be doing a commentary on this video, exposing these imposters. You know what I'm saying? So this madness has went on long enough. So let me show you something. So what they deceive the world into believing is they the true people of the Lord. They don't believe in the Bible. They don't believe in Messiah. The book that they actually study, believe in, and practice is the Babylonian Talmud, which is a perverted, demonic book that they follow. And this is what all these J people cloak themselves under. You know what I'm saying? They use the Torah or the Torah as a front, but what they really believe in is the Babylonian Talmud. And they said they fulfilled biblical prophecy in 1948. Some of them say this. Let me go here. And this is the delusion that's on these people as well, right? The Christians over here. And some of these people starting to wake up because the information is coming out, the truth is coming out. It says, yeah, yes, for many people, the reestablishment of the state of Israel. Think about that wordplay, state of Israel. We never was a state. This is a nation, ethnicity. That's what made up the tribes of Israel, the 12 sons of the man Israel. Not no state of Israel. And how you gonna have a nation of Israel without all 12 tribes being reunited? So when they say they Jewish, that's confusion. They'll say they are Jewish, is mean they saying they from the tribe of Judah. What about all the other 11 tribes of Israel? Let's get into this. It says, yes, for many people, the reestablishment of the state of Israel, remember that wordplay, in 1948 represented a fulfillment of biblical prophecies regarding the return of the Jewish people to their homeland, to their land, after a nearly 2,000-year absence. This is nothing but a lie. Nothing but a lie. I'm going to prove this to you in Scripture. Let's go here. Amos 9 and 8. And the Lord said he was going to put us back in the land. And the Messiah will have to come back to deliver the elect. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So this is impossible that this happened. They made up the state of Israel and they created a modern Hebrew, which is not the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew that we spoke. This is a Yiddish base, pretty much, a Yiddish influence made up Hebrew, with some Hebrew is used there, but they use the pronunciation from the Yiddish tongue. It says Amos 9 and 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon a sinful kingdom, Babylon the Great. The Most High got his eyes set on destroying his place, and he's going to do it. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, what I just said. How this going to be done? You Christians not going to be fucking raptured out of here. That's a false doctrine. Saving that I would not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, the Israelites, among the elect, because the other 2/3 finish. It said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Let's keep going. Now this is the real prophecies that we waiting on. Amos 9 and 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Prophecy said the Israelites were going to be scattered to all nations, but the bulk of them would be in Babylon the Great, America. But they're scattered all over. It says, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. Let's keep going. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die. And they're going to show you that so-called God as you know is not all love. By the sword. So they're going to be put to death, man. Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Let's keep going. 9 and 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. The house of David. Right? And close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build at it as in the days of old. It says not Amos 9 and 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom captivity, and of all the heathen, all the nations going in captivity, which are called by my name, which said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, doeth this. So the Lord, man, let's keep going. It says, behold, the days come, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that the plow shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of the grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mount shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. Let's keep going. It says 9 and 14, and I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, will bring again the captivity of my people Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof, prosperity, right? They shall also make gardens and eat fruit of them. 15. It says, and I will plant them upon their land. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This wasn't going to be done by men through a Balfour Declaration, 1848. And there shall no more be poured up out of their land, which I have given them, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So we're not going to be taken from the land anymore, and Yahweh is going to put us back in that land. Let's go here. Isaiah 2 and 1. It says, the word of Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. Let's keep going. It says, it shall come to pass in the last days that the mount of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua house shall be established in the top of the mounts, the nation of Israel, the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is the kingdom of Israel, which is going to be on earth, and shall be exalted above the hills, above all these governments. It ain't going to be no other governments. It's going to be the kingdom of heaven, the house of Israel ruling on this earth. And all nations shall flow unto it. So they go to show you that these are not the people. When this prophecy comes, when the Israelites return into the land, the true Israelites, this prophecy is going to be fulfilled. It says, Isaiah 2 and 3, and many people shall go and say, come, yea, let us go upon the mount of the Lord, to the house of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the God of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law. We're going to enforce the statute, laws, and commandments through the whole world. And if you don't abide, there's going to be consequences. And the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua from Jerusalem, that's not happening right now. When the Israelites go back home, this prophecy is going to go into effect. Let's keep going. It says, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. So it's not going to be any more warfare. That's going on right now. So when the real Israelites go back, it's not going to be any more warfare. So they go to show you more proof. These are imposters. It says, neither shall they learn war anymore. Let's keep going. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, I'm just going to get straight into it. Let's go to the Ezekiel. So who is in the land right now? Who's really in the land? It ain't the Israelites. The Israelites still scattered to the four corners of the earth. We haven't been delivered yet. It says, Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, surely, Salakia, in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea. We're going to isolate that word, which have appointed my land into their possession. They did this in 1948. The scriptures don't miss. The scriptures don't miss. Which have appointed my land into their possession. They fully fulfilled this prophecy. Now, this is the prophecy they did fulfill, where the Edomites would take control over the land of Israel, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart. They walk around proud with them stupid black hats on, them stupid curls. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they the real Jews, so-called. It says, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. You hear this? It says, Ezekiel 36 and 6. It says, prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I have spoken in my jealousy and my fury, because you have borne the shame of the heathen. You hear this? Let's keep going. And Yahweh Shah coming back to deliver his elect, destroy Babylon. Missiles, you got ICBM, nuclear missiles, and chariots going to be destroying this place, Babylon. When it's done, it's going to be a desert. And there's plenty of scriptures there. Lord willing, I just do a lesson based on that to make that link to Esau, Edom, and Babylon. That's what that Psalms 137 and 7, if I'm not mistaken, Matthew 24 and 30. And then shall appear a sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. They shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds. This ain't talking about no cloud that you see, a rain cloud. These talking about the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's coded. The Bible is written in a code only for the elect to understand. Because a Christian see a literal cloud, rain cloud in their mind. Right? It says in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Let's keep going. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds. All Israel are not going to get saved. It's only for the elect. From the end, one end of heaven to the other. Let's keep going. 1 second. And there's many more scriptures I can go to prove this. Let's go right here to some madness that they got going on. It says right here at the top, passages such as Ezekiel 36 and 24, which I went to that to show you that them the Edomites in that land. In Ezekiel 37 and 10, let's go to that real quick. Through 14 describes the gathering of the Jewish people. That's madness. Because when you say Jewish, this term Jew, Jewish, and all this J shit is all confusion. It's new speak so they can control the narrative. It says gathering of the Jews, it's the Israelites. It ain't the Jewish people from the nations and their return to their own land, a process seen by many to have been set in motion in 1948. So let's go get this real quick. And there's many other, points I can make. I'm just trying to keep it kind of simple. Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and they stood up upon their feet. And this is all metaphorically speaking. This is that Ezekiel 37 is going into when we came out that dead state. We woke up. We woke up till we was Israelites. This ain't got nothing to do with them returning back home. It's just us waking up out of that dead state. Matter of fact, let's go to the content. Let's go to this right here, view chapter. Right, so Ezekiel 37, Salakia, and 1. It says in 3, Salakia, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, thou knowest. 4, again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So this is all metaphorically speaking. You can read the whole thing of us coming back into us waking up, right? Waking up out that dead state. We was finished. Now we got life. We got our flesh on our body. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more of these dry bones. So that's what that's talking about. This ain't talking about what they've reinterpreted this to mean. So I'm just kind of skimming through it right here. It's like you can read the whole thing. And it's about the tribes coming together, with the 12 tribes of Israel signed. You know what I'm saying? One stick and the other stick, right? And then other stuff as well. Give me 1 second. Now, if you want to go right here, because they talking about in here, my bad, they saying Ezekiel 37, right, 10 through 14. 10 through 14 is talking about us waking up. Now, if you go to right here, 37 to 21, that's talking about, and I said unto them, thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathens. So the Most High gonna do all this, not no means of man, you know what I'm saying? And this 37 to 21 is talking about the regathering, to a certain, like I said, there'll be a whole nother breakdown. But yeah, it ain't what they said.